I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks.
What's up guys, it's Subsy here, and today I'm trying new wireless earbuds, and there's sort of a backstory to this. So the journey for me to get to wireless earbuds, so at the moment I'm using the JBuds X4, which are still working 100% and they're perfectly fine. But in some scenarios they are not good for me, and I'll get into that in a second. But I was also using the Sennheiser Momentum over-ear headphones. Pretty much since they came out, these have been my go-to headphones, and I've been using them for running, for listening to music at the coffee shop or whatever. Before that, I had the Bose QC25s, and they were basically wired versions of the QC35s, and they had like amazing noise cancellation, but these had amazing sound, and just the look of these I preferred to pretty much everything. These are still one of my favorite looking headphones of all time, just because of the metal, the sort of olive ear cups and everything around these. So pretty much I've been a fan of the Sennheiser Momentum sound signature, and these broke last week. So the left ear cup has now stopped working, so I can't use this for running anymore, and that led me to this decision, because I also cannot use my JBud X4s for running. The reason for that is my left ear canal shape just makes it difficult to fit anything in and stay in. So these I can use for walking around the house or in the street and listening to podcasts and music and stuff like that. But I can't use it for anything active. I can't run with this. I can't, do monkey bars. I can't do flips or ice skate or anything with these, because the left one will fall out. And even when I'm walking, I have to constantly push it back in. These fins help a lot. So anything without the fins, I can't use at all. Anything with the fins, I can use for like normal stuff, but nothing active. And I needed to get something with loops, so basically something that hooks around the ears, and that would help it, stay in. And even if it doesn't stay in, it will stay on my ear, so it doesn't fall off and fall to the ground. And if I'm upside down or something, then it doesn't, fall anywhere, and it just stays attached to me. So naturally, that brings the mind to the Powerbeats Pro. Now they were going to be my go-to ones because they have good sound quality, but there was something that detracted me about those heavily, and it wasn't the price, because I don't mind paying over $200 for something which I know is going to get me enough years of usage. Like these, I've had them for years and years, and they were going strong until 2 weeks ago. But I don't mind paying money for something that I know is going to last, and something that I know I'm going to have good use out of, so I'm going to get my money's worth. But they use the lightning connector, and I've sort of made like a commitment to myself that I'm not going to buy anything that uses micro USB or lightning anymore. It's just going to be USB-C going forward. And that brings me to these, because I was trying to evaluate what I'm going to use my earbuds for, because I still have these, and these for me still sound fantastic. So I'm not going to coffee shops these days. I mean, we're still in lockdown for the foreseeable future, and it could be another 6 months plus until stuff starts opening up properly again. And I needed something to, wear when I'm going out for a run or doing other activities that wouldn't fall out of my ear. So my criteria was decent sound, but awesome fit. And that led to the criteria of having hooks around the ears, especially for my left ear, and that eliminated most of the wireless earbuds. So I thought, if I'm going to go with something generic, I'm going to go with something good generic, because there are so many on Amazon that you see the images and they stick out quite a bit. These are the ones that I found from Mpow, and the reason I went with Mpow is because I have purchased other Mpow stuff in the past, and nothing of their earbuds or headphone range, but I've purchased their Bluetooth receiver, which has good quality, and their car accessory stuff, which have been built really well. So I thought, if I'm going to go with something that's going to be durable, it's going to have to be Mpow, because I trust it. And this was only £35, which I believe in the US is about $40, give or take. So that's super cheap, and yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so we have like a box. I mean, the packaging isn't going to be great, but having said that, it's actually decent. So recyclable materials, which is good, and you instantly see the good stuff, but let's put that to one side. So you have USB-C charging and it comes with a cable, which is great, and it's a fairly decent cable. It's about not too long. So you get different sized tips, 3 different sizes, so that's 6 in total, 1 for each earbud, 2-year warranty, which is great for these. For something that costs £35, 2 years warranty, and all the features, which I'm not going to go into. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the packaging standpoint. And then we have the actual case. Now this is a very similar size to the case of the Powerbeats Pro. And as you can see around the back, it has USB-C and a button. So if we open this up, they just rest inside really clean, and let's take them out. So I'm not going to change out the left ear tip just yet. I'm just going to evaluate them based on how they fit, and they're going to stay on. It's just whether or not they will stay in. So I'm going to use the right one to evaluate that for this, and then later on I'll go around and actually do the testing for different tips. Having said that, they are all rubber tips, so there's no foam tips. If you are into that, I prefer rubber. I just have never gotten used to foam tips, but I know that some people do prefer those. So if you do, then you would have to buy other ones, but they do seem to have a standard fitting. So there's nothing proprietary about these, like magnetic or anything like that. These are pretty standard. All right, so for the pairing process, let's actually get into this. So let's go to the Bluetooth on this and pair new device, open this up, and it says we should see flashing lights, which I do, and it's supposed to come up on the phone, which they do. So pairing, okay, connected, I can hear them, and they've apparently got around 80% battery life. So let's put one in, and they do have touch controls, so we'll try those out. Let me just play some music through the right one to see how that goes. Okay, they're really loud at the moment, but I'll turn the volume down. Okay, so they're still playing. I just wanted to point out that the bass is extremely heavy, which I did expect from this, to be fair, because a lot of budget earbuds, headphones have heavy bass. It just helps, you know, emphasize something, because otherwise there'd be nothing to the sound signature. The issue I have at the moment is that there's no equalizer, there's no app for this, so you can't adjust that. I would have liked to have some sort of control, some sort of app to go with this would be amazing, but there isn't. And also you've noticed that it's still playing, and this one's out, so it doesn't have any detection to turn it off or pause the music when this comes out. But it does have touch controls, which is nice to see. So it doesn't have any buttons on here like some budget ones do. They have clicky buttons, which when you press, it moves it out of your ear or does something. This one, when you single tap on either one, it's play, pause. So play, pause. I don't know why I put it on my ear. I don't need to do that. If you hold right or left, it increments the volume up or down depending on how long you hold it, which is weird. I've never seen that happen. Like it's going up, 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 and it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. You see how it happens. You can't just tap, 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 and that's how I like to do it, but it works. It's better than some like the Sony in-ear earbuds that don't have volume controls on them. You have to use the phone, so it's better than nothing. The best thing that I've found so far in the last 20 minutes or so is that if you triple tap it, you get the Google Assistant. What's the weather like today? Oh, okay, so the sounds came differently. Okay, so when I said the sound came differently, what I meant was there were 2 sets of beeps. The first one was like a dud, and I thought that was my indication to speak. No. After that, I heard the Google Assistant sound like a second later, and that was my indication to speak. I'm not sure what the first one was, or what was the point of that. I don't know if this would work with me saying the hot word. I'll try that out before my full review, if I do a review on these or not. But I do think I'm going to keep these, or at least I'm going to try them out for everything that I can, because I don't think they'll replace my X4s, because I do love the Jaybird app. The Jaybird app is still amazing. Just the EQ itself just makes it hard for me to give them up, because I can just have these around my neck and have one in, don't need to worry about the left one falling out or anything like that. And around the house, they're amazing. These will probably not be used in the house for me, mostly outside, so I'll see how that fares. I do like that the actual the ring thingy to go around the hook to go around the ear has this nice like texture. It's not cheap, it's like a weird rubbery thing. I don't actually know if it's rubber or just nice plastic, but either way it does feel nice. And one thing to note about these is they do specify how you should wear them, so how to not and how to wear them. So you should not, for example, have them like that. They say to turn it up so it's like that, which is good, because you see some people wearing them wrong and they will say that, oh no, it doesn't fit, or it's not comfortable, or something like that. These, they tell you how to put it in. So yeah, just to round up the sort of feature set that you get with these, of course you get USB-C charging, which is amazing. You get up to 30 hours of battery life. I think that's with the case. I doubt it's without the case. So with the case, with the earbuds in and charging and then using them, and I keep clicking play, with using them and then charging them and then using them again, and you get up to 30 hours of that continuously, which is good. You get touch controls, as I said, on both the left and the right. It is IPX7 certified, so it does have water, I wouldn't say waterproofing, I'd say water resistance rating, so you can use these in the shower. No, not in the shower. You can use these in the rain, when it's showering in the rain, not in the shower. You can sweat with these at the gym and they should be perfectly fine. Just don't wash them under the tap or anything like that, because they probably won't survive that, even with the 2-year warranty, which I'm sure does not cover that. Judging by these type of brands, if you do have something wrong in the 2 years, you can just contact them and they'll give you a replacement. Like, I know I've done that before with the company Beatron. When my earphones, that's the word. When my earphones have stopped working, like years after or a year after, they have sent me a free replacement. Even if they don't have that exact model, something equivalent of that year. I'm not saying that every company will do this. I'm not saying if Mpow will do this, but it seems to be like a trend to, you know, keep customers and just make everybody happy, because if you're happy with this brand when you buy it, you're more likely to spend money on your upgrade for that brand as well. So it's incentive for both parties, for them, for you, to stay within that brand. So this is kind of an impressions of the Mpow version, but the main thing I wanted to point out on these compared to the other ones that I didn't get from Amazon is the actual thickness of this, where if I put it in, or yeah, in my ear, over my ear, the amount that it sticks out is not as much, because with some of them they'll stick out like quite a bit, so it'll be like an inch out of the ear. These ones actually go in fairly well, and they don't seem to be that intrusive to a person's style. So that pretty much wraps it up for these. I'm going to test them out properly. I'm gonna, you know, start exercising outside again, because it's no longer icy, and that was my excuse for now. But let me know what you guys think. Do these sound appealing to you, or are you one of the lucky people who can wear truly wireless earbuds and do whatever sport it is and never have them fall out? Because I am extremely envious of that ability of your ear canal to hold earbuds, because mine cannot do that. The right one can, the left one cannot. It's just not obedient. So these are great for me, assuming that they actually work well in the next week or so. If they don't, I might just have to wait till the Powerbeats USB-C version come out, if they are going to do that. Otherwise I would just have to suck it up, and I'm not sure if they have wireless charging. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that these do have Bluetooth 5.0, so that in itself is a feature that you don't see too often on good budget stuff. You get some budget stuff for like £20 which have Bluetooth 5.0 and they're just terrible. Like, everything would break. This case feels good. Like, Is it metal? It is metal. It's a metal case, so it's not like a plasticky thing, and it's got a solid mechanism to close. So combining everything about this, the build quality, the feature set, the price, the portability, the IPX7 certification, everything around this, what do you guys actually think of this as a proposition, as a value sports headphones thing to use as a secondary pair of headphones? Or is there something better that I've totally missed that's on the market that also has hooks around the ears that you guys can recommend to me? Because I'm more than happy to buy them if they're worth it, and USB-C to try them out and compare them to this and to my trusted Jaybird X4s, which are amazing. So yeah, if you want to see the review of this, if you want me to do a review, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not sure if people would want to see that, because what is there to see about headphones, especially ones that the features I have listed in this and don't have that many wow things to it, because it doesn't need to wow, it just needs to be good at what it does, and we'll see how that fares. Let me know in the comments below, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. But as always, it's been Subsy here, and I'll see you guys next time.